this topic called balancing your micro maintain and how to maintain a fit body. So a lot of people actually, now all of you mainly actually focusing more on like losing weight, right? So actually losing weight, after you lose weight, right, a lot of people will be wondering how should you actually balance your macro and also how you actually maintain your eating habit to actually maintain your fit body, because a lot of people here are actually looking for a sustainable method, right? So it's not like after you lose weight then you have to give up on your diet. You have to actually maintain on certain diet, like especially your macro and how you actually maintain, as in like, actually I believe a lot of you after a while you have been in the journey for maybe a few months or maybe a few years. I believe all of this, like the eating habit that you built in 10 days, or whoever is not in 10 days yet, no problem. But for those who already in 10 days for quite some time, I believe you all already have a basic idea on and make it as a habit of eating correctly already. So is what is further about macro. So after you balance eating, right, then you have to think about your macro. So what is macro? So macro basically is like your carbs, your protein, your fat. So today I will be sharing more details on that, and also what I usually eat in a day, and also how I actually balance my meals and everything to actually maintain my body over the years. All right. So I can have a little bit of sharing of my past and my now. All right. So last time back then, I was actually not too fat lah. During uni time, I was actually all right, not too fat, maybe a chubby girl. So everyone thinks that I'm always chubby. It's forever chubby. It's not to say obese, but chubby. When I was in uni, maybe I'm sitting around 55 kg, somewhere there, 55, 58, somewhere there. And then after that, since I started working, that's how that actually I started to gain weight. So as you can see here, this was me last time, long time ago. I was actually 65 kg a few years back. And what happened was because I didn't have the right eating mindset. I don't know how to eat right. I thought eating cereal, I thought eating oats, I thought eating yogurt, I thought eating Milo with biscuit is okay. So last time when I was practicing, when I was having breakfast still, because I have a lot of different stages lah, so I was, long story short a bit. So my first time, maybe the first few years when I just started working, every single day my breakfast is always 3-in-1 coffee, and also maybe a bread or maybe a few pieces of biscuit. So that's how I actually slowly gained weight. And I used to work in F&B company, especially the F&B company is a bubble tea company. So can you imagine having bubble tea almost 3 to 4 times in a week, and food tasting lah, this lah, that lah, how to not gain weight? So over the years, I gain up to 65. Without myself knowing, because I don't think I dare to stand on the scales every single day last time. Now, not a problem, but last time I used to feel very stressful on that. So after that, I use my own method. I tried my method. I go for workout. I sign up PT. I try to eat properly. I go for intense workout every single day. Yes, I managed to lose 12 kg over the months. And it was very, very happy. I managed to lose weight by myself. Yes, no problem on that. But after that, right, I noticed it's not sustainable, because actually I was eating quite clean. And to be honest, I really feel very stressful, and I almost had eating disorder. And what is eating disorder? It could be maybe, anorexia. You can feel like you have binge eating problem, or maybe you feel stress of putting food into your mouth. And that's how that when I put food into my mouth, right, I feel like vomiting at one point. There was one period, whatever I eat, I feel like very, very stressful. Even just a normal food like noodle, I feel like the noodle is going to harm my body a lot. So that's how that I almost had eating disorder. So sustainable method is very, very important. That's how that actually I got into this journey. And you see, when my day one time, I was already not that fat. This was my MCO 1.0. That's before I met my coach, which is Coach Grace. And after that, I met her. I noticed that, oh, actually there are different methods that you can actually have your breakfast, because I used to practice intermittent fasting a lot also. And my first meal is always 12 to 2 p.m. It's very, very late. And I remember when I met coach, right, my coach, right, I said, I don't eat breakfast one. So can you imagine a person who totally don't eat breakfast and already get used to breakfast? No problem with that. But now I'm enjoying having my shake every single day. Yeah, so this is like a small little change that actually bring me along the way. And this is the now that you can see in this photo. is the current now, and this is just 1 week ago, and this was me on the photo shoot day, the BTC photo shoot day. So you can see everything needs sustainability, and also you need to actually have the mindset of like learning how to eat right, and also know what your body needs. You need to know yourself very well. You need to know what your body like to eat. Also very, very important. Definitely everyone like McDonald's and everything, but how do you adjust that? All right. So these are the three primary macro that you really, really need to know, because now that we have carbs, we have proteins, we have fats. All right. So a lot of people tend to think that I want to lose weight. I don't want to eat rice. I'm not going to eat sweet potato. I'm not going to eat potato. I'm going to skip carbs every meal. But do you know that carbs are very, very important? I can be very frank with you, I cannot live without carbs. Why would I say so? Because I lift weight a lot. So without carbs, right, I will go crazy one, you know. Why would I say go crazy? Because I do not have energy. Even though when I lift heavier, right, I will feel dizzy. That's because you don't have enough glycogen stored in your muscle. So you don't have the energy to actually, perform better. So you will be always stuck there, and you will end up do lesser, lighter and lighter and lighter. So that's how that you will not progress. So carbs is actually an energy source for you. Very, very important, like you can see here. Everyone need carbs, but you just that need to choose the right timing to eat carbs. Like let's say you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you need to actually know when to eat your carbs and when you are actually working out to eat your carbs. So today, if you are telling yourself that you are not eating carbs because you're worried that you will gain fats, you will gain weight. No, I'm telling you, you will not gain any weight from carbs. All right. So what about protein? So protein definitely is the main source that everyone needs. Among these three, I would say that proteins are most important. When it comes to exercise, when it comes to lose weight, undeniable that protein is very, very important, and you need to know how much protein you need in a day. It's not like you just blindly eat. I'm eating egg. Yeah, I'm having protein lor. I'm eating tofu. Yeah, I had tofu today. I think protein is okay lah. I got eat protein ma. I had chicken also. Yeah, yeah lor, I had chicken. But you don't know how much protein in the tofu. You don't know how much protein you are eating also. So maybe you just blindly eat maybe 2 eggs or 3 eggs or 4 eggs, but you will not see a result also. So why protein is very, very important? Because if today you are looking forward to actually build a very, very nice body, or maybe lean and toned body, you want a very firm up body, protein, you have to focus on this. Later I will share more on that. Fats. A lot of people think that fats are going to harm you a lot. To be honest, I'm telling you that, okay, one of the good examples, if today I'm not having any fats in my meals, when I train my glutes, it will not grow. You get me? Because glutes are mainly formed by fats. It's not just muscle. So imagine, like, let's say today you look at the fitness girl, wow, her ass very, very nice leh. You think the entire thing is muscle meh? Cannot be one ma. How can your glutes is very, very hard one leh? Cannot be ma. Confirm got some soft, bouncy, bouncy. So that's actually fats. So you need to know when you are what kind of body you want. And also fats, actually a very minimum of fats content is okay. It's like 20% of your calories is all right actually. But just that you need to know what kind of fats you need to eat. Maybe like good fats like olive oil, yolk is fine, but you need to take note on how many yolks you are eating in a day. And also maybe avocado, you just need to take note on the good fats, but not like, fried French fries lah, burger lah. Those is a no, no, no. And try to avoid dairy, like saturated fats also. Just try to go for everything plant-based, and also go for the good fats. So when it comes to all these three things already, right, after I'm mentioning about three main macro, so how do you actually know how much you're eating, right? So I will not tell you actually, so I will not go for so detailed to as today, because if you want to go in very, very deep, I will might need hours, not just 30 minutes, all right? So what you need to actually know is Hanfi's model, which is the food portioning. So if you can master this food portioning very well, I would say that every day your protein and your carbs and your fats intake is all on point one. So just have to very, very take note that, okay, let's say your vegetables. Why do we actually put 50% of this, and why would you put carbs in this? Just fish size. Because actually vegetables, fruits, all of them are actually carbs also. So you need to actually bear in mind they are also carbs. And also fish and all, right, you mostly of them actually contain fats. So this is how that we actually, like let's say protein, like eggs also contain fats. So most of the meat like beef or maybe like lamb, they actually contain fats also. So some people like Chinese like us, sometimes we will happen to eat pork. Pork also got fats in them. So just need to be very careful. And also nuts. Nuts are also fats. Always remember, a lot of people think that nuts are very healthy, but one handful and one packet is very big different also. Okay, so need to really, really take note on that. So this is the food portioning that you need to really know how to master, which is our program actually really, really take note on this. We normally look at the food portioning that because we are not beside you. So how we normally see whether you're eating right or not is by food portioning. All right. So how do you actually start with having this right macro intake in every day? So you need to actually, a lot of people start to notice that when they start eating properly, right, they will feel very, very hard to actually be consistent on in it. It takes time, definitely it takes time, but what you can do is try, because recently, right, I noticed, I saw this some influencer lah, they have been going this meatless Monday. So what about having salmon Thursday? What about having dine out Friday? So that you will not actually force yourself to every day cook at home. Can you imagine every day you have to cook and you start feeling boring about it, and then you, especially if you don't know how to cook. Yeah, so you might feel that, oh shit, I can only do this for one week. That's it. But what about having planning like meatless Monday? Because you know, like the especially like example fishbowl. So if you are the member, the Monday promo is always meatless one, something like that. So they actually do that for you. So it's something that you can actually look into it, so that you can actually sometimes you can go meatless, because sometimes too much chicken also not good ma, inflammation ma. So a lot of people when go for meal prep, right, it's always chicken one. Why? Very, very straightforward, because cheapest. Yeah, it's because cheapest. But when you think about cheapest, right, what about your body? Inflammation, how? So you need to think also, you need to have salmon, you need to have die out. Maybe sometimes die out, you can plan with your colleagues, you can plan ahead. Or this Friday, let's say you are working in a place that have fun, or maybe that place have a cafe. Actually, do you know that cafe also can also plan a very proper lunch? It's just the matter you whether you want to do it or not. So you can always plan for it and keep yourself excited every single day. So you will not feel boring. Oh? So, okay, this I mentioned about the meal prep ma. So how you actually start with having salmon Thursday, this and that, right? So if let's say today you are telling yourself you want to start to learn how to meal prep because you want to save money, definitely if prepping meal yourself, you can save a lot of money, right? But you do not have to start doing it every day, because a lot of people cannot actually sacrifice so much time in the morning to cook. I understand that. But what you can do is you can pick 2 days, start with just 2 days in a week to get used to the balanced eating routine first. You don't have to go for every day, because if today I ask you to every day from having nasi lemak, curry, noodle, then suddenly every day you want to steam your chicken, boil your chicken, you cannot, right? So what you have to do, what you can do is you pick 2 days, like maybe like Sunday night, where you are the most free most of the time. Mostly you will be able to actually go for grocery shopping. You'll be able to actually have time to prep your meal. Then you put in the fridge. So after the next day you can bring it to work. Just prepare 2 days in a week first. Then slowly you will master the skill already. You will start to cook faster and faster. Maybe from 30 minutes, you will become 15 minutes. Yeah, yesterday my lunch was only 10 minutes. You don't have to really cook them as well, just the fried egg only actually. It's just a matter how you actually slowly learn how to cook and build the eating habit, and also build the, how to say, build your passion towards cooking. It takes time. All right. So that's how that you can also actually monitor your macro better. Because if you eat out, right, sometimes it's a bit hard to control ma. So if you prep yourself, right, the macro confirm will not go wrong one. Protein, you know how much you need. Let's say you need 100 gram in a day. You know how much you are eating in a day by prepping yourself. Because most of the time outside mixed rice store, the chicken is always chicken thigh. And I don't really remember they serve only breast lah. So chicken thigh and all those high in fats, and also mainly lower in protein also. So you will tend to go for more chicken breast. That's something like that. So so a lot of people think that how do you actually you want to get into the habit and everything. Nothing else going that you have to actually do for meal. You have to start for meal planning. Meal planning is very, very important, because I do have a lot of clients, right? They starting time they will feel a bit hard to do meal prep. And somehow, because they know that meal prepping can save a lot of money, they know that meal prepping, they know what they're eating in their body, so they have been doing it consistently and starting to see result. Definitely you can eat out also, but you need to eat right long. But definitely I would say that I will tell you that if you, let's say you eat out today, the the cost will be slightly higher. This is for sure. And let's say, because if I happen to eat out, I will go for those healthier food. So normally healthier food, to be honest, is slightly higher. Why people have the perception thinking that eating clean is expensive, as if you eat out, it's not eat home. Yeah. Okay. So after sharing so much on like what's the macro like and everything, right? So what are my secrets to actually stay fit 24/7? So I always focus on my food and planning 80% and workout 20%. It's not because that I work out every day to stay fit, but do you know that actually I try my best to eat clean, or maybe not to say eat clean, eat balance 80%. Yeah, I don't eat like steamed food, boiled food, but I prep my food properly. I know what ingredient I'm putting in. Yeah, so you have to always focus on protein source, never sacrifice carbs. Never ever sacrifice carbs. All right. Just remember that if today you are telling me that you every day you just go for jogging, okay, fine, you can don't have carbs. It's okay. But today you are telling me that you want to have this as fit and tone shaped body. If you are sacrificing carbs, I can tell you that your progress will be slightly slower. It's guaranteed already one. All right. So, and also I always plan my cheat meals. How I plan my cheat meals? I will plan ahead as a reward. Let's say I love donut so much, but what I do is the last that I had donut was my birthday, and the next donut, uh the reason why that I have was after BTC. So can you see that how I plan my cheat meals? I really feel suffer, because I know that all these are reward and I will appreciate them more. When I have them, I appreciate. I don't eat them just because I want to eat them. I eat them because I appreciate the yumminess in them. So I will appreciate them. I plan it ahead, all right? So a lot of people think that, oh, so today let's say today I'm telling you that you need 90 gram. Every normal human, or maybe to no matter what weight you are today, 90 gram of protein is a standard basic for everyone, no matter today you are a female or male. All right, so definitely for people who are having muscle building like me, I will have 120, or maybe like for males, right? Sometimes they will have to even have 150, 160, they will have to eat more. All right. So, but a lot of people tend to have this perception like morning they don't really eat protein one. Yeah, they don't really take protein. And when normally like comes to lunch or dinner, we have a lot of protein. So actually this kind of method, right, this kind of eating habit is not really efficient when it comes to muscle building, because do you know that your muscles are actually building every hour, even though when you are sleeping? So you need to actually learn how to spread out your meals, your protein into 3 meals. So let's say breakfast, you need to have at least 20 to 30 G also. Even lunch, when it comes to lunch, maybe you can have slightly more, because that's where you can eat the heaviest one, maybe like 40. Then the dinner, you can have another 40. Yeah, so you can actually spread out like that to actually see different result in yourself, because a lot of people tend to today I need 100 G protein. Okay lah, dinner my mom ask my mom to cook 2 chicken breasts, settle. Yes, 2 chicken breasts, they are 80. But do you know that your body, right, each time when you are having dietary protein, you can only absorb maximum 30 G. So today, even though now I'm having my lunch like 60 G, my body can also maximum absorb 30 to 40 only. Pointless. It's really, really pointless. So why do you want to do that? So you need to actually spread out your meals, the protein, you need to spread it out, all right? So I can share you a little bit like I quickly glance through like what do I normally eat in a day, all right? So I don't used to have breakfast. Okay, this is very, very true. I don't used to have breakfast. So my breakfast now definitely I know is always the fast and quick breakfast, no stress breakfast, which is the shake. All right. So why would I actually go for this? One thing is because they are low calories, high protein. All right, high protein, and also they have a carbs intake inside. They always have carbs inside. And just like I mentioned, carbs are very important also. So everything is very balanced in this shake itself already. But however, because I'm doing muscle building, I'm doing weightlifting, it's not enough for me protein. So what I mentioned just now, this one preserving the protein is not enough. It's not up to 20 G. So what I do is in my breakfast, you can actually add on even more protein. So that do you know that actually this dietary protein, just like I mentioned, right? It takes time to actually for your body to absorb. But when it comes to isolated protein, your body absorb them right away. It's within 30 minutes, you can feed your muscle right away, like really, really quickly. When compared to you eat chicken breast, imagine after you go for a workout, then you go for a dinner, you sit down and then you order, and then they serve you the chicken, or maybe you go home and cook the chicken, that take 1 hour. So you already miss out the golden time to actually have your protein. You always miss out the golden time one. So always remember that it's very important to have your protein in 30 minutes, and also go for isolated protein. All right, always go for the isolated protein, because actually it will actually fit you better. So if let's say like myself, right, I add on F1 and F3 together, is actually already around 20 plus G protein. It's a lot, right? For a breakfast, it's a lot. So if for people who even want more protein, you can also go for F1. All right, so F1 sport is actually like higher in carbs, so that when let's say for people who actually doing, like let's say I'm doing for weightlifting later, so I can actually add on F1 sport for myself. Yeah, so you can actually have that as pre-workout and post-workout also, no problem one, because sometimes you don't know what to eat man. So sometimes people don't feel good like me, right? I don't feel good having food in myself when I'm lifting weight, so I will go for liquid stuff, or maybe really light stuff like maybe egg. Yeah, I will not go for heavy stuff like really heavy stuff that I will burp non-stop one during workout. So you need to know your body better. So what's my lunch? Okay, so normally lunch I will try to cook myself. So you can see that, like, okay, what I say that I don't skip carbs, but you see still like no carbs, but actually do you know that vegetables are all carbs? So you see that all here are carbs, carbs, carbs. Yeah, so there are a lot of carbs also. But what I do is normally I don't straight away take rice or sweet potato in my meal, because not most of the time, sometimes my snack, right, I will eat rice cake. Yeah, later I will show as well. So these are, if let's say I happen to cook, okay, I will cook fancy, nicer. I like to cook a lot. All right. So if I don't have time to cook, I eat out, I will also plan. Like let's say this poke bowl, it's never go wrong one. It's always poke bowl lah. Or maybe you can go for go to hawker center, you plan your meal. This one I did it with Coach Shilling. So we went to this roasted chicken store to buy chicken breast, and then we went to this mixed rice store to buy vegetable. So we went to this dumpling store because we were craving for dumpling. So why not contribute to the carbs intake? So we had dumplings. All right. So it's always depends how you want to plan your meals. It's so perfect, this meal, all right? So these are my dinner. So let's say if I happen to cook, I don't cook dinner for dinner. My mom actually prep my dinner every single day, because my mom already so-called follow my practice, and she also in the journey also, and she has lost 10 kg. Yeah, so she already lost 10 kg. So can you imagine the meal she cook confirm okay one? What I eat is what she eat. What she eat is what I eat. So it's always okay one, protein and vegetables only. So if I happen to eat out, then I will try to go for protein meal also. Night is always better to not have carbs already, because you will hold on more water during the night, and next day you will feel bloated. All right. So next, just as I mentioned, if I happen to skip carbs during lunch, I will go for rice cake. See, you can do it fancy also, right? And what happened is when I feel like I have sweet tooth, I want to have something fancy, right? I use my F1 to actually make pancake. So guilt-free. You make pancake, you can actually put on fruits that you like, or and also go for something, a smoothie bowl or something before you work out. No problem in that, as long as you are actually eating right, no worries on that. But definitely if you want to go slightly like more, maybe you can have sweet potato, you can have like you can do a mug cake, you can do protein ball also, no problem one with the shake. So just now I mentioned a lot of protein, right? So protein. So if for people who like me, right, always okay lah, I don't always eat salmon mah. So what happened is I will actually have this inflammation problem, because I have back acne, I have neck problem. So I need to actually balance the omega-6 out. So you need this omega-3. So you need omega-3 because you cannot be buying salmon every single day. Buying salmon every single day, you will, I think one day, the 20 to 30 ringgit per piece is very expensive. So can you imagine that having salmon every single day? Cannot, right? So you need to actually balance out because I have very, very bad inflammation back then. So fish oil and omega-6 means that omega-3, you need omega-3 to actually balance out your omega-6. Always remember that. Don't go too happy with chicken until forget about omega-3. You will start to notice, because when you are losing weight, you will start to notice your body is changing. So let's say if your body is changing, maybe last time you will not have acne problem, but right now you might have it. Last time I don't have neck acne problem, but after I lose weight, I have neck acne problem. I don't used to feel sensitive. I don't used to have allergic to dairy, but right now I'm super sensitive and allergic to dairy. So your body will change after you lose weight because your hormone changes as well. All right. So I do have challenges also down the road, and my challenges is always is always cravings, big appetite. I have super duper big appetite that everyone knows. I can eat like I eat more than a meal. I eat more than a meal. This one I cannot say it's the same as meal, but I eat more than them. And I do have stress eating and also binge eating problem also back then. Right now, maybe sometimes I would say yes. These 2 days go a bit happy, no problem. But I'm those person that I will be like super fast. I will get back on track. I will just go happy for 2 days, and then donut is always my favorite. So I, no matter where you see, you will see me put donut also there. I will put donut. Okay. So I love donut, and I always fix my craving if I want to. Just don't don't give yourself excuse that every day you feel like eating chocolate or donut, then you say because I'm craving. Cannot be everyday craving one ma. How to everyday crave for donut? Oh, I cannot lah. So craving is once in a while. So if you are telling me that you are craving every day, it's not craving. That is because you tam jia only. Tam jia means what is it means you want to eat lah. Basically, you are desperate for it lah. You it's just that it's your habit to eat unhealthy food lah. It's not because of craving. All right. So what's next? So after I share all of the my what I eat in a day and how do you actually balance out your macro and everything, you need to actually learn how to actually eat right. So in 10 days lean and tone project, we always guide you how to eat right. We focus a lot on meal portioning, and this is how that we actually look in what's your ideal goal, and also provide you the best coaching in like maybe like 10 days. You will actually learn how to eat right, and then from the second season you will notice that you're actually adjusting your eating habit already. That's how that you slowly get better and better and better and better. All right, so after 10 days, what's next? After 10 days lean and tone project, everyone already master like a seafood already. What's next? Like just now Coach Ryan mentioned MOP. So clients always or maybe all of you always actually have to look into something even further, not just about losing weight. But after losing weight, what's next? You have to give yourself a stage. You have to spotlight yourself in something, right? Which is this magazine photo shoot. You can see that recently we just had our photo shoot. So pretty. You look at them, all of the confidence they have in them. I also never expect myself can wear so bodycon and tight clothes and shine in front of the camera. Look at my 65 kg. Can you imagine that I will have that kind of confidence to stand in front of the camera like this? If I can, you can as well. You look at all of them, the face like shine and glow on. Okay, so that's all for my sharing today. And if you actually interested, like you can actually speak to the person who invite you here. Also speak to your coach and how to actually enroll both of these program. All right. And later on, we also have this wellness concept overview. So if let's say if you are actually interested to know who we are and what we normally do and what all the coaches do every single day to actually how to say keep our clients motivated, and also how we actually guide our clients and who we are. So you can actually tune in to actually know more about the nutrition, know more about the background, know more about the program. Everything is all inside already. All right. So that's all for my sharing. Pass back to you, Coach Grace. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach Irene. And I'm sure everybody has learned so much from today's session, right? Now, so before you all leave, let's take a group photo together. All right, shall we turn on our camera? Look at the screen and 3, 2, 1, smile. Thank you so much, everybody. Now, so the next session it's gonna be on 3:30 p.m., which is our wellness expert concept overview, and everybody here is invited. Remember to reach out to your coach about it. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.